Hi guys, today we're going to see about C loops. So loops are used in programming to repeat a specific block until some condition is met. So there are three loops in C programming: for, while, do while. So a simple example of where a loop is used is when circumstances where you want to do the same thing many times. Let's say for instance, you want to print the same word 10 times. You could type 10 printf functions, but it is easier if you use a loop. So the only thing you have to do is to set up a loop that executes the same printf function 10 times. So next we're going to talk about while loop. The syntax of while loop is while, condition, and then codes. So how does it work? The while loop evaluates the condition. If the condition is true, code inside the block is executed. That is, this code is executed. The process goes on until it is false. So once it is true, the condition is true and the codes are repeated again and again, it will keep repeating the codes until until the condition becomes false. So what happens once the expression or the condition becomes false? The loop is terminated. It comes out of the loop. So the condition is given before the code here. So the code may be executed 0 or as many as number of times. So in simple, if the condition is true, it executes, otherwise it doesn't. So here this is an example of while loop for printing first 10 natural numbers. So let's see how it works. Here you can see the syntax here: while, the condition, and you're printing this code if it's true. So first let's see how the program works. You're initializing x, that is x is equal to 1, and then you're checking 1 is less than or equal to 10, so it is true, so it comes back and prints this printf, that is it prints 1, and then it comes to the second line, it is incremented, x is incremented to 2, so again it goes to the while loop. So 2 less than or equal to 10, it is true, so printf 2. So this keeps repeating again and again until 10 less than or equal to 10 is true, so the printf prints 10 and x is incremented, so it becomes 11. Again it goes back here to the while statement: 11 less than or equal to 10, it is false, so it comes out of the loop. So let's run the program and see how your output is displayed. So this is how your output should be displayed once you run the program. So next here we are going to talk about do while loop. This is the syntax: do, while, and then the condition. So in some situations it is necessary to execute body of the loop before testing the condition. Such situations can be handled with the help of do while loop only. So do statement evaluates the body of the loop first, and then at the end the condition is checked using the while statement here. It means that at least one time the body of the loop will be executed even though the starting condition will be false. So where you can possibly use a do while loop is, it is better if you have to execute the code at least once. So here's a simple example on do while loop where we print first 10 multiples of 5. So here you can see the statement, do statement, and the while condition. So here even if the condition is false, this statement will be printed at least once. So let's see how this program works. So a is initialized to 5, I is initialized to 1, and printing a into I, that is 5 into 1, and then you're incrementing the value of I, and then while I is less than or equal to 10 is the condition. So first your a and I will be the same, 5 into 1. The printf, it will print you 5, then you increment the value of 5, becomes 2. So 2 less than or equal to 10 is true, so it again goes back here. A is 5, Now I is 2. So 5 into 2 is 10. Again I gets incremented, I becomes 3. So this keeps repeating, and then until 10 less than or equal to 10 is true. So it again prints here 5 into 10, 50. Then I gets incremented. Now I is 10, so it becomes, the second line becomes 11. So 11 less than or equal to 10. It is false. So it comes out of the loop. So now let's run the program and check how the output gets displayed. So here you can see the output is 5, 10, 15, 20. Still 50, the multiples of 5. This is how your output should be displayed. So here we are going to talk about for loop. For loop is used to execute a set of statements repeatedly until a particular condition is satisfied. So this is the syntax of the for loop. Let's see how it works. The first evaluates the initialization code. The second is the condition. So if the condition is true, it executes the for loop body. That is the statement. And then it evaluates the increment or decrement condition, and again it comes back to condition. So this keeps on repeating unless the condition becomes false. Once the condition becomes false, it comes out of the loop. So let's see a program and for loop where you print the first 10 natural numbers. It's the same thing like how you did in while loop, but you're doing the same thing in for loop. So let's see this is a for loop, and how it works I'll explain it to you. See here your initialization x is equal to 1. This is your condition x less than or equal to 10. Only if this condition is true, your printf will get executed. Once your printf is executed, it's incrementing the value. So let's see how this program works. First you're telling x is 1. Then you're checking if 1 is less than or equal to 10. So it is true. So it prints the value of x. So x will be 1. So again it goes and increments the value of x. Now x is 2. It comes and checks the condition. 2 is less than or equal to 10. It is true. So 2 gets printed. So like this it keeps repeating until this condition, that is when 10 is less than or equal to 10, it is true. So it gets 10 gets printed. Now it gets incremented. X becomes 11. So it goes to the condition and checks 11 less than or equal to 10. It is false. So it comes out of the loop. Now let's run this program and see how your output gets displayed. So this is how your output should keep getting displayed.